Make sure you download the School Duel app on your smartphone so you can keep up to date with everything School Duel right at your fingertips. The School Duel app is available right now for all iPhone and Android users.
The following program is presented by Chick-fil-A and Bright Star Credit Union.
Fort Lauderdale takes on Monarch tonight on School Duel. And welcome to another exciting episode of School Duel, where close to 60 high schools from Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties competed to be part of the show. Now, the top 20 schools made it to the televised rounds, where they battle it out in an academic tournament for South Florida bragging rights. And of course, the winners walk away with the school trophy from EDCO, a $1,000 check for each student courtesy of Bright Star Credit Union and Chick-fil-A. And continuing this season, each team advancing to the semifinals tonight qualifies for the National Academic Championship. Now, details on this competition can be found online at qunlimited.com. Now, with that much at stake, let's go ahead and take a quick peek at the brackets for this week's game. As you see, this quarterfinal game features Fort Lauderdale High versus Monarch High in what is going to be quite a showdown. Now, the winner between the two schools will be moving on to the semifinals. So let's hear it for our two competitors. But wait, there's more, because during the show, each student will compete in the Chick-fil-A challenge. Here, the student with the most correct answers throughout the show will win Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches for an entire year. Doesn't that sound delicious? Yeah, I know you guys like it. All right, let's get started. Our first round is called the warning shot. Here, it's school against school, competing with toss-up questions directed at the entire group. Now, each question is worth 10 points, and if a question is answered incorrectly, then the other school gets one chance to steal the points. All right, school, prepare for the warning shot. Let's begin with phases. Slowed breathing, lowered metabolic rate, and lowered body temperature are characteristics of this state. Animals in this phase of inactivity conserve food. Valerie?
Hibernation.
Correct, good job. We're gonna move on to empires. San Gennaro, the patron saint of Naples, Italy, is said to have been beheaded during what empire's persecution of the Christians that ended around 305 AD? Jack?
Rome.
Very good, Jack. All right, animals. This animal's tree varieties include the gray, black, and red versions. When it's nocturnal, yes, Alexa?
Oh, panda.
Incorrect, Monarch. While its nocturnal variety is named flying, although it doesn't actually fly, name Raquel?
Monkey.
Incorrect, we're looking for a squirrel. All right, the next question deals with movie songs. In the script of the movie where it appears, it was originally called the Kansas Song. Identify this classic, sung, Valerie?
Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Very good, awesome. All right, let's move on to title characters. He plays so many practical jokes on his family that he even attends his own funeral. He dumps his old girlfriend, Amy Lawrence, in favor of the judge's daughter, Becky Thatcher. Name this Mark Twain title character who becomes rich. Lily?
Tom Sawyer.
Yes, good job. All right, moving on to presidents. Although some still say he was not born in this country, Barack Obama has a birth certificate from what, Jack?
Hawaii.
Hawaii is correct. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the What Am I question, brought to you by EDCO Awards and Specialties in Fort Lauderdale. Now, this is where our contestants will be given a clue about something or someone and shown a picture that will slowly reveal itself. The first school to, of course, buzz in and answer correctly will win the points. Is everyone ready? Here goes. The Tropic of Capricorn passes through the areas called Northern Territory and Queensland that are a part of, Jack?
Australia.
Very good, awesome. And even though Australia is an island, it is the driest inhabited continent on Earth. Its interior has one of the lowest rainfalls in the world. Let's move on to math terms. In an XY plane, two objects can be described by this adjective if they can be rotated, reflected, and or translated so as to line up exactly on top of each other. Give this math adjective, often describing pairs of triangles that have sides of equal length and or, Jack?
Equilateral.
Incorrect. Fort Lauderdale, Angelica?
Congruent.
Correct. Good job. Moving along to sounds the same. The pronunciation of these four words is usually the same. As a noun spelled one way, it is something you might test during battle. As a verb spelled a second way, Angelica?
Medal.
Very good. All right, universities. This Big 12 college has the 5th largest single campus enrollment in the nation. Name this university whose colors are burnt orange and white, found in Austin, and is nicknamed the Long Jack?
Texas.
Very good, Jack. All right, we're going to move on to the body. Made mostly of collagen, it is both flexible and tough, but is prone to rupture due to overuse or overstrain. When inflamed, the structure can cause golfer's elbow or tennis elbow. Name this type of tissue that pulls on a bone to cause muscles to move. Yes, Alexa?
Cartilage.
Incorrect. Monarch? Name this type of tissue that pulls on a bone to cause muscles to move and connects a muscle to a bone. Jack?
Ligament.
Oh, we're looking for a tendon. Oh, there's my buzzer. That means the end to the warning shot round. We have a close game. Fort Lauderdale has 50 points. Monarch has 40 points. But don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with more School Duel just after these messages. Make sure you download the School Duel app on your smartphone so you can keep up to date with everything School Duel right at your fingertips. The School Duel app is available right now for all iPhone and Android users.
Improve your money skills with Bright Star University. At Bright Star University, people of all ages can log in to learn more about finances. Just choose your age-specific category and pick from a collection of interactive financial topics, including the Visa Financial Football Game, where your team scores by answering money management questions. Just go to www.brightstaru.com. Bright Star University is brought to you by Bright Star Credit Union, proud sponsor of School Duel on BECON-TV.
In 1973, Chick-fil-A founder Truett Cathy created the Leadership Scholarship Program,
encouraging Chick-fil-A restaurant employees to further their education.
Since then, Chick-fil-A has awarded more than $28 million in scholarships
to team members who excel in the classroom, serve their communities,
demonstrate a solid work ethic, and possess a desire to lead.
So we say, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Truett. It means a lot.
Chick-fil-A is the proud corporate partner of the pursuit of higher education.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
To School Duel, our first round of action ended in a very close race. We have Fort Lauderdale High with 50 points. Monarch has 40 points. Now, before we begin the second round, let's go ahead and take a minute to meet this week's competitors from each school. Let's start with the Fort Lauderdale Flying L's. Welcome. We will start with Angelica, who's a senior, and today's question is, if there were a movie based on your life, what would the title of the movie be?
Interesting question. It would have a great cast. I wouldn't know the plot yet, but it would definitely be called Angelica Durant, Socially Awkward.
Wow, very interesting. All right, and we have next to you Valerie, who's a senior. Same question for you, Valerie.
Wake up, you need to make money.
Oh, I like it. All right, next to you we have Alexa, who's a senior as well. Same question for you.
Wake Up, You Need to Make Money, the sequel.
Very nice. You and Valerie are going to get together and do that? Sounds good. All right, we have the captain of Fort Lauderdale's team, Lily, who's a senior. Lily, same question for you.
Mine would be called Lucky Socks because I couldn't think of anything else.
Hey, sometimes that works. All right, now that we know everyone from Fort Lauderdale, let's go ahead and meet their competitors. They are the Monarch Knights. Welcome. We have Raquel, who's a senior. Raquel, again, the question of today is if there were a story or movie based on your life, what would it be titled?
Well, Lisa, I think my movie title will be School of Rock.
Very nice. That's cute. All right, next to you we have Janet, who's a junior. Same question for you.
My movie title would have to be #blessed.
Very nice. All right. And Jack, you're a junior. It's a title.
My movie title would be Fear and Loathing in Coconut Creek because I live in Coconut Creek and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is one of my favorite books.
I like it. All right. Last but not least, we do have the captain of Monarch's team. His name is Chris, and he's a junior. The floor is all yours, Chris.
Door hinge.
Orange.
Hinge.
Oh,
I think
door
it
hinge.
describes me very well.
Okay, interesting. Maybe we'll find out more about that later. All right, now that we know everyone, let's go ahead and move on to round 2, the joust. Here, one player from each school competes head-to-head with a 10-point toss-up question. The player that wins then gets 3 bonus questions with their school, worth 5, then 10, and then, of course, 15 points. All right, schools, it's time to joust. Starting with Lily and Chris. Come on down. Here's your toss-up question with 10 points. Suzanne Collins is an author best known for this trilogy of books that follows. Yes, Lily?
The Hunger Games.
Correct. Good job. Fort Lauderdale, the following bonus questions all deal with Suzanne Collins, the author of the Hunger Games novels. Bonus question number 1 is worth 5 points. This novel in the Hunger Games series was made into 2 movies. Name it. Alexa.
Mockingjay.
Good job. Your second bonus question is worth 10 points. Her book, Year of the Jungle, tells about when her military father was deployed to this country in the early 1970s. Lily.
Vietnam.
Yes, awesome. Your third bonus question is worth 15 points. Name the fictional character in the Hunger Games trilogy that is the male tribute from District 12. Lily?
PETA.
Very good. All right, Alexa, Jack, come on down. It is your turn to joust. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. Its 100th anniversary is being celebrated in 2015 by speeches in the nearby town of Estes Park. Identify this Colorado National Park, named for the famous range of peaks where you'd find it. Yes, Jack?
Yellowstone?
Incorrect. Alexa? We're looking for the Rocky Mountain National Park. All right, but don't go anywhere. We have an extra question for you. Rocky Mountain National Park is about a 2-hour drive northwest of this Colorado capital city. Name it. Yes, Jack?
Denver.
Yes, good job. We are now with Monarch High. The following bonus questions, I'll deal with the history of Rocky Mountain National Park. Bonus question number 1 is worth 5 points. The land in the park was included in this 1803 land deal with France. Name, Jack?
Louisiana Purchase.
Yes, sir. Good job. Your second bonus question is worth 10 points. The park's headquarters, Beaver Meadow Visitor Center, was designed by followers of this iconic American architect. Judges? Go ahead, Jack.
Andrew Carnegie.
No, we're looking for Frank Lloyd Wright. Here's your third bonus question. This one's 15 points. The park's existence was signed into law in January 1915 by this U.S. president. Jack.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Incorrect. We're looking for Woodrow Wilson. All right, Janet, Valerie, come on down. Ladies, it's your turn to joust. And here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. Respected Americans are occasionally honored by having their bodies displayed in the rotunda of this building after their death. Name this D.C. building that is the seat of Congress. Yes, Janet?
The Capitol?
Yes, very good. All right, Monarch High, the following bonus questions all deal with men whose bodies were displayed in the U.S. Capitol Rotunda after their death. Bonus question number 1, of course, is 5 points. Name the U.S. president honored in the Capitol after his death in 1973 and is known for designing the Great Society legislation and taking over the office after Kennedy's assassination. Jack.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
Yes, sir. Correct you are. Here's your bonus question number 2. This one's worth 10 points. Name this man who spent 48 years directing the FBI. Jack?
Kissinger.
Incorrect. J. Edgar Hoover is his name. And here's your third bonus question. This one is 15 points. Name the U.S. president honored in the Rotunda in 1881 after he was shot to death by Charles Guiteau. Judges? We'll give it to you, Jack. Go ahead.
Andrew Johnson.
We're looking for James Garfield. Last but not least, Raquel, Angelica. Come on down, ladies. It's your turn to joust. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. This one-time Dutch village in New York City is named for a Dutch city and is now commonly known as the home of the Globetrotters. Yes,
Harlem.
Raquel?
Harlem.
Correct. Good job. All right, Monarch, we're back with you again. And the following bonus questions all deal with words that came to English from Dutch. Your first bonus question again, 5 points. This 4-letter word is a slang term for your supervisor at work. Jack?
Boss.
Yes. Bonus question number 2 is worth 10 points. In Dutch, it's a small box with holes that contains hot coals to warm the feet. In English, it is what you use to heat a pot of cold water to boiling. Yes, Jack?
Stove.
Yes, sir. Bonus question number 3 is worth 15 points. What 4-letter word means both to cry and cry while someone is away and a type of tree? Judges, Jack? Go ahead, Jack.
Weep.
Oh, no, it's pine, but nice try. All right, there's my buzzer. That means the end of the joust. We have a very tight game. Fort Lauderdale has 90 points. Monarch has 95. Now they're in the lead, but don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with more School Duel, of course, after these messages. Make sure you download the School Duel app on your smartphone so you can keep up to date with everything School Duel right at your fingertips. The School Duel app is available right now for all iPhone and Android users.
We love magnet programs!
From elementary to high school, Broward County Public Schools magnet programs provide extra opportunities and experiences for students in specific fields of study. International Baccalaureate, Military Academy, Montessori, Performance and Visual Arts, Sciences, and many others. The programs are free. Shop early for your child's education. Apply online today at browardschools.com. Broward County Public Schools magnet programs.
Missing school? You're missing out. Regular attendance equals education, and education equals success.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
And welcome back to School Duel, where local high schools match wits to see who will be this year's School Duel champion. Now, this quarterfinal match has Fort Lauderdale competing against Monarch High. We currently have Monarch leading with 95 points, but right behind them is Fort Lauderdale with 90 points. We are now ready for the rapid fire round. During this round, the teams will receive a category of questions to answer within 60 seconds. Each question is worth 10 points, and if a question is answered incorrectly, then the other school will have the opportunity to steal the points. Now, since Fort Lauderdale is trailing, they do have the opportunity to pick their category. Today's choices are L to L or M to M. So which category would you like, Fort Lauderdale?
We're going to take the letter L, please.
For the flying L's, we'll take the letter L. How nice. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the rapid fire. Fort Lauderdale, L to L. In this category, the answer contains a word that starts and ends with the letter L. Remember, you have 60 seconds to answer these questions, and they're all worth 10 points each, okay? So cue music and let's begin. Not general or widespread. Texting acronym for something funny.
LOL.
Without interest, vigor, or determination. The folded flaps of cloth on the front of a jacket.
Lapel.
Argentine soccer star Messi.
Lionel.
Unswerving in allegiance, faithful.
Loyal.
A dump, junkyard, or disposal area.
Landfill.
A type of pass in football that goes sideways.
Lateral.
To soothe or quiet, to calm.
Lull.
Not figurative or metaphorical. Word.
Literal.
All right, ladies, you got through everything. Good job. You only missed 3 questions. Monarch, let me see if you know the answers to these. Not general or widespread. Chris.
Local.
Yes. Without interest, vigor, or determination. Lackadaisical. And then the folded flaps of cloth on the front of a jacket. Jack?
Label.
No, lapel. It's your lapel. All right, Monarch, here we go. M to M. In this category, the answer contains a word that starts with starts with and ends with the letter M. Each question is worth 10 points, and of course, you guys have 60 seconds to answer them as well. So cue music and let's begin. Not small, not large.
Medium.
An exam taken at the half point of a course.
Midterm.
They melt in your mouth, not in your hands.
M&M's.
An X-ray of a breast.
Mammogram.
A period of 1,000 years.
Millennium.
Element with the atomic number 12.
Magnesium.
Edible fungus or a cloud from a very large explosion.
Mushroom.
Ben Stiller spent a night in one 3 times.
Museum.
A rule of conduct or an international men's magazine. In physics, this has the symbol
Momentum.
P. Very good. All right, Monarch, we got through all of your questions. You only missed one. Fort Lauderdale, do you know a rule of conduct or an international men's magazine? Angelica?
Magnum?
No, it's Maxim. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's my buzzer, and that means the end to the rapid fire round. Monarch is leading. They have 195 points. Fort Lauderdale has 160 points. But let's take a short break, and then we will be back for the final showdown to determine who moves on to the semifinals.
Make sure you download the School Duel app on your smartphone so you can keep up to date with everything School Duel right at your fingertips. The School Duel app is available right now for all iPhone and Android users.
In 1973, Chick-fil-A founder Truett Cathy created the Leadership Scholarship Program,
encouraging Chick-fil-A restaurant employees to further their education.
Since then, Chick-fil-A has awarded more than $28 million in scholarships
To team members who excel in the classroom, serve their communities,
Demonstrate a solid work ethic and possess a desire to lead.
So we say, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Truett. It means a lot.
Chick-fil-A is the proud corporate partner of the pursuit of higher education.
Improve your money skills with Bright Star University. At Bright Star University, people of all ages can log in to learn more about finances. Just choose your age-specific category and pick from a collection of interactive financial topics, including the Visa Financial Football Game, where your team scores by answering money management questions. Just go to www.brightstaru.com. Bright Star University is brought to you by Bright Star Credit Union, proud sponsor of School Duel on BECON-TV.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
For joining us here at School Duel. We've got a good quarterfinal match going as Monarch is holding on to their lead over Fort Lauderdale. The current score is 195 to 160. It is now time for the final showdown. Now, this is the last round. The schools will go against each other again with toss-up questions, but this time these questions I'm holding are now worth 20 points each. Remember, if a question is answered incorrectly, the other school can steal the points. All right, schools, this is for a spot in the semifinals. It is time for the final showdown. Our first question begins with explorers. Which Portuguese explorer is generally credited as the first to sail all the way around? Lily?
Magallon.
Correct. Broadway. What Broadway musical based on Romeo and Juliet tells about street gangs in New York? Lily?
West Side Story.
Toys. What classic toy developed by a Hungarian teacher in the early 1980s was recently solved by a Dutch boy in less than 6? Lily?
Rubik's Cube.
Harry Potter. Which of the 4 houses of the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry values ambition, cunning, leadership? Alexa?
Slytherin.
Bushes. Jeb Bush went to college in what state where his brother George W. once... Yes, Jack?
Florida.
Incorrect. Fort Lauderdale. Lily?
Texas.
Languages. What language is spoken in Angola, Cape Verde, and Brazil? Lily?
Portuguese.
The Earth. About 90% of it is either oxygen, magnesium, or silicone. Made mostly of molten rock, it supports Earth's tectonic plates. Name this thickest layer, Jack?
Mantle.
Amendments. Several southern states still have not ratified it, but most obey it to avoid being sued under the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. Identify this constitutional amendment that prevents states from requiring people to pay a tax in order to vote. Lily?
Voting Rights Amendment.
Incorrect. Monarch? Jack.
15th.
Looking for the 24th Amendment. Time. How many months are in 3.5 years? Jack.
42.
Sitcoms. Name this sitcom based on a play by Neil Simon, whose 2015 remake starred Thomas Lennon as the neat freak Felix Unger and Matthew Perry as the slob Oscar Madison. Yes, Valerie?
The Odd Couple.
Measurement. What is the metric unit of mass? Jack.
Graham.
World News. Its homepage supports links to stories that make the U.S. look bad. Name this international news agency launched by Russia that shares its name with the world's Jack?
RN.
Incorrect. Fort Lauderdale. Name this international news agency launched by Russia that shares its name with the world's first artificial satellite that the Soviet Union launched in 1957 to orbit Earth. Valerie.
Sputnik.
Baseball. The Washington Nationals relocated from this Canadian city following the 2000 Jack?
Montreal.
U.S. government. When each state has listed its electoral votes for president and sent them to Washington, D.C., which legislator is authorized by the law to open, Jack?
Speaker of the House.
Incorrect. Fort Lauderdale. Which legislator is authorized by law to open each state's list and count all the electoral votes? This position is currently held by Joe Biden. Lily.
Vice President.
Novels. The first sentence of George Orwell's novel 1984 says the clocks were striking what hour? Lily?
13 o'clock.
And my buzzer brings the end to this quarterfinal School Duel match. As Fort Lauderdale comes from behind, they are ending the game with 360 points. Monarch played an amazing game. They're ending with 275 points. But Fort Lauderdale, you know what this means? This win is putting you into the semifinals. So congratulations. Of course, great job to everyone here today. This was a great game played. This also brings an end to the Chick-fil-A Challenge. And today's winner is, drum roll please, Jack, who played an amazing game. Congratulations, Jack, on your Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches for an entire year. Now, at this time, of course, we'd like to thank you at home for watching, and thank you to all of our sponsors for making School Duel possible. Don't forget to check out our website at schoolduel.tv, where you can find out even more about all of the schools involved this year, as well as vote on who you thought was the player of the week for today's game. Now, of course, use hashtag School Duel to contact us through social media, but most importantly, make sure that you tune in next week to School Duel Thursday night at 7 p.m. as Dr. Michael Kropp High takes on Archimedean Upper Conservatory in the next quarterfinal match. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks again for watching.
School Duel was brought to you by Chick-fil-A and Bright Star Credit Union.
Make sure you download the School Duel app on your smartphone so you can keep up to date with everything School Duel right at your fingertips. The School Duel app is available right now for all iPhone and Android users.